Hey everybody, I'm back. I just want to pop in, do like a quick video on the Game Awards and my predictions on who might win uh, after going over the nominations that are presented to us. Before I continue, please do me a huge favor and leave a like and comment. Follow me on my Patreon if you want to further support the channel. The links are in the description below. But yeah, let's I want to quickly just get a good look at the nominations here. Spread this out a little bit. you know, I you know, I think we all are fully aware that just like any other award show, these little nominations, they're voted on by committee. Very little we have any kind of impact on who gets the best what. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, kind of pointless. I don't know why they want to front at all. Like the average gamer has any type of choice in the matter. But just for fun, let's go over. All right. Category for best sports esports team. Don't know these guys at all. At a certain point, they all start to look the same. And besides, it's like they won't really waste time to actually have like a moment, because it's like every year it seems like you get this little moment on the side, whereas like best esports winner, Team Liquid. Best, it's like just little blurred because just they get their award and what have you, but you don't get like a moment. They don't get no moment in the sun to actually come out on stage and get their award. It's just a time saver, I guess. But if you don't care, why should we? Kind of thing, Best esports athlete, don't know, don't care. I'm pretty sure you guys might know and care, but I just don't. Like many years ago, I used to actually put in the time to actually put the votes in for this kind of stuff because I thought it was pretty fun, and naively thought it actually legit mattered until like I had a change of heart like a few years ago. Best esports game. Uh, I know about Valorant and League of Legends, but I don't know. They might give it to Valorant. I don't know. But who knows? After the whole Arcane situation, maybe just by virtue of osmosis, they get the good graces of people and they might vote for League of Legends. But like I said, this is committee here. They might just go with League of Legends because the Arcane is, popular right now. But personally, I probably would have gone with Valorant because it's the only one I actually know. Don't play it, but content creator of the year, I don't know who these people are. You guys might know, but I don't know. Most anticipated game. So we got Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4, and Monster Hunter Wilds. For me personally, I would have gone with Grand Theft Auto because, man, when that first trailer dropped, people like, and then the whole controversy with the female character's face looking a little too masculine for a lot of people's taste. But through and through, that's right now is the most anticipated game so far. Ghost of Yotei is still up in the air. Not so. Most people are kind of like on the fence about it, given the fact that the actress is a little bit controversial right now, given what you see with her very super leftist type of rhetoric. I mean, being a Democrat is one thing, but like those super leftist kind of rhetoric that seems like after you if you don't think my way kind of attitude, it just like leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. On top of you kind of retroactively just like I doubt they're completely ignoring Jin Sakai, but it's just I don't know. You could have still told some story with Jin because you kind of left it where you could easily told just one more story and then kind of finalize his story. It didn't seem like final if you catch my drift. It seems like you got at least it left seeming like you got one more good story with this guy left in you. And it kind of seems like retroactively you just want to put a girl in as the main lead, which is fine, but it seems very retroactive and coming out of nowhere kind of thing. And Death Stranding, I'm surprised anybody is it's pretty much playing an Amazon delivery guy as a game. And of course, I imagine is getting even nominated because it was, Kojima probably putting a lot of money in this. It's very like political in these type of award shows. It's kind of like, the rich guy buying a new library for a university just to get their kid in kind of situation. And that's what Kojima Production is pretty much behaving like. But if I had to put any stake in it myself, I say Grand Theft Auto is the most anticipated one personally. Best adaptation. So we got Arcane, Fallout. Oh, Knuckles was already. I honestly was not following. Yakuza and Tomb Raider. From what I'm hearing, Tomb Raider show seemed like it was terrible with certain designs and certain choices with the character. As much as I love Tomb Raider, I did not like what was presented to me in terms of trailers and things, news about it being brought up leading up to the release on Netflix. But personally, I think it comes down to Fallout and Arcane. But given the fact that so far in season 2 of Arcane, there is it's like they're rushing because Netflix, wanted to wrap it up in the second season. Typical with Netflix, they don't want to carry on like a successful show longer than they want to or should. So they typically cancel things after the second season. So now, because of that, because as far I've seen so far, it probably at least 3-4 more seasons in it to tell certain storylines. Because so far I'm witnessing, it seems like a lot of stuff was rushed and compressed just to get it all in, because there's certain things that's happening. It's like, man, that I'm missing a key thing that should lead up to this, but it seems like you're moving too quickly with certain things, and it's kind of at the detriment of the quality, or at least narrative quality, of the show. And it doesn't help that most of the stuff that should have some dialogue heavy explanation, or not heavy, but you know what I'm saying, but you relegate it to like music video, fight scenes, instead of just, spend a moment having certain characters talk in this particular moment, you turn it into a giant music video. So I say Fallout, even though I didn't watch Fallout. I'm not a Fallout person, but as far as I'm understanding, it's a really good show. So I imagine Fallout will win Best Adaptation, given what we have. Best Multiplayer. Got Black Ops 6, Helldivers, Super Mario Party, Tekken 8, and Warhammer. Now, me personally, I would have gone with Super Mario Party because I love the Mario Party games. Haven't gotten Jamboree. Uh, but it was to have like a people to play with. I definitely would have. Uh, I definitely would have hopped right into it and played it. But I'm not sure. But I would have gone with Super Mario Party. Um, yeah. Because right now it's probably the top of mind for a lot of people. Tekken came out earlier this year, and Warhammer around the summer, same time as like Helldivers and Black Ops. I think it came out, I don't know, like a month ago or something like that. I don't know, but I think Mario Party might get this personally. Best sports racing game. Once again, don't care. Might go to FIFA Soccer. Top spin. I think this is the first time I've actually seen like a tennis game in a long time. Best sim strategy. Manowars, Unicorn, Kunitsu, Frostpunk, and Age of Mythology. I heard of Age of Mythology, but the other stuff I have not heard of. So I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't know. I don't know. Best family game. I'm shocked they even actually took the time to make this character into a legit game, because not even all that freaking interesting. Well, best family game. Princess Peach Showtime. Didn't know this was like a thing. The Plucky Squire, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah. I say Mario Party once again. If not Princess Peach. Me personally, those are probably the main two. But I don't know. Hopefully, like, the committee will see to it that, one of these Mario games actually win, because they're legit built on like a family type of basis. That's the demographic primarily, other than young kids. Best fighting game. Got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, Multiversus, Tekken 8. Part of me feels like the committee's gonna go and lean into Marvel vs. Capcom, because it's the most world renowned and highly respected fighting game of all time. But I also think it would, if it's not that, it's going to go down to between Multiverses and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And Sparking Zero might take this. If Marvel vs. Capcom don't take it, Dragon Ball will more than likely be the one. Because I wouldn't be too upset if Multiverses win, because that's a good game too. It's been a minute since I hopped in to play that game. But it's done an amazing... The developers have done an amazing job with this game, honestly. But if I lean on my gut, I say Marvel vs. Capcom. Because it's like a stellar fighting game of all time. It's like, duh. Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, Like a Dragon, and Metaphor. Now, Elden Rings, I don't play Elden Ring, but it's been getting a lot of praise this past summer. So it might win. But personally, I would have gone with Final Fantasy VII. But I think that Final Fantasy Rebirth probably going to win maybe 2 at most of its nominations, because I think when the final game to this three-parter comes out, more than likely 2028. That's where my predictions of when that's coming out, because I'm pretty sure by the time that comes out, we'll already have the PS6 rolling in our homes. But when the third parter comes out, by that point, I think then Final Fantasy VII will sweep a lot of the nominations, because it's going to be a complete game now. We only got halfway through. So despite everything, as quality as the type of quality it provided us, as much as a lot of us probably would like for it to sweep, it's probably not, because it's not a complete game yet. So you can't wholeheartedly say, oh, it's the best one yet. But personally, I would have gone with Rebirth. But more than likely, they're going to go with Elden Ring for best RPG. Best action adventure. Now, this is utter BS. You can just feel the committee influence here. Somehow, some way, Disney got involved, because Star Wars Outlaws, from what I've been going through the internet about this and social media about this is hot garbage. The Star Wars Acolyte of video games. If you've seen, like, the gameplay of it, it is like horrendously built. This game is terrible. And the fact that somehow it still got nominated, it screams like some type of influence, because terrible games should not be nominated. It's like, trying to, nominate Cyberpunk for best narrative or something like that. It's like, no, it's a trash game. By and large, people do not care for it, and it doesn't give the type of quality that we're looking for in a video game. So it shouldn't even be nominated at all. That is wild to me. Matter of fact, out of all these that is provided, I don't even count Outlaws, honestly. I say Silent Hill 2, because it's been touted up a lot. And as far as, like, at least from what I've seen, like, because I don't deal with, like, a lot of horror games like that, but Silent Hill has been one of the most well done looking games I've ever seen. So it might end up going to Silent Hill 2, more than likely. And honestly, I don't play Silent Hill, but even I would, like, definitely vote for this. This is actually pretty well done. Best action game. Now, right away, I would have voted for Black Myth Wukong. I just recently wrapped it up. Very well done game. I'll give it a good solid A. In terms of points, I'll get like 8 out of 10. I think that's like well above average of quality. This is where I go. But there's a lot of people who really like Stellar Blade and Helldivers in terms of quality, as far as my understanding. But I would go with Black Myth Wukong. But part of me feels like some people might lean towards Stellar Blade. I don't think Call of Duty will win anything in this. In like, even for best shooter, which I'm pretty sure is coming up, I don't even know if it would be, because there might be other shooters out there that's probably better than Black Ops 6. I don't remember anybody saying anything either good or bad about Black Ops 6. It's just another run-of-the-mill Black Ops game. Best VR. Don't play VR like that at all. It might go to Batman. Yeah, not much to say about this. Best mobile game. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Haven't heard any of these other games before. They might lean into Pokemon. Don't know about AFK Journey. Don't. Baltro, Zenless, Wuthering. Like, I don't know. They weren't really, like, I know they're mobile games, but there's not much, like, in terms of promotion in, commercials or whatever for these particular games. At least none that I saw. Best debut indie game. Don't know any of these, but I got a feeling if you like are into, like, because this gives me Ori and the Blind Forest vibes. So I imagine if you're into the Ori, I think you might lean into this. But my heart says people might vote for Plucky Squire's best indie game. Personally. Best independent game. Haven't heard of any of these, but something tells me it's either down to these three: Animal Well, Neva, and UFO 50, because of probably the art designs. But this gives me like Journey vibes. So I say Neva might win this. Might. I don't know. Best community support: Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. I have no clue. I didn't even know Final Fantasy XIV was still like a thing. It's probably Fortnite more than likely, because kids still playing Fortnite, which I don't know. It seems like it might be Fortnite more than likely. Let me check them. Best ongoing: Destiny, Diablo, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Helldivers. Like, I played Destiny, but honestly, it's probably gonna come down to Fortnite or Helldivers, more than likely. Because they got probably the strongest community, let's be honest. Games for impact: Closer the Distance, Indica, Niva, Life is Strange, Hellblade, and Zao. I say Hellblade. Of all these, Hellblade seems the most like very twisted, turny, psychological type of feel. It was a lot. So I didn't play it, but I've seen other people's reviews and other people's gameplays of it. There's a lot going on with this game. So I say this definitely left an impact. I would have probably gone with Helldivers. Innovation and accessibility. And what does that even mean? Let's be honest. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content. Once again, Star Wars Outlaws should not even be in any of these categories. It was so bad. It's weird. In terms of innovation, I don't know what was pushed at all. I mean, Prince of Persia or Dragon's Age. One of these two. Best performance: Brianna White in Final Fantasy. I was gonna go with that. It's either her or Luke for Silent Hill, or about to say Melina. Well, it is Melina. I was thinking of the Mortal Kombat character, but her for Hellblade is one of these three. But it's definitely not going to be whom Burley for Star Wars Outlaws. No shade on her. She, did the job she was asked for. But my God, they uglified her character because she's a very beautiful woman. But I don't know. Whoever. I'm so curious to know what was the mindset behind the development of Star Wars Outlaws. They had to cut corners. Somebody had to get fired. Something, like losing directors. Something has to happen for it to turn out the way it did, because that is just god awful. But personally, I would have gone with Brianna White for Final Fantasy Rebirth. Best audio design. It's got to be going down between Rebirth, Hellblade, or Silent Hill. But I like Rebirth. That and Black Myth Wukong is probably like my favorite games that I've played this year. But in terms of audio design, I don't think it falls in that category because it has great soundtracks. That's very different. So I think Silent Hill and Hellblade are the two primary ones in terms of pushing audio design as a whole nother ball of wax. It's tough, but I might slightly give it to Silent Hill over Hellblade. Best score and music. Now, there's where Rebirth probably falls into my pick for this. Best score and music. Very different from audio design. But most people probably will lean towards Silent Hill on this. Maybe. Best art design. Now, it's going to come down just to Black Myth Wukong and Elden Ring. But I say Wukong on this one, because Elden Ring might have great cinematic stuff, but there's a gameplay. It's still cool looking, but I think Black Myth Wukong really pushed the boundaries in terms of art, man. It is just stunning. It's really stunning. I don't even want to count Astrobot. It's like, what is it even doing here? Best narrative. And once again, this comes down to these three: Rebirth, Hellblade, and Silent Hill. Personally, I would go with Rebirth, but realistically, I think Silent Hill will win this one for best narrative. Best game direction. Now, once again, it comes down to these three: Black Myth Wukong, Rebirth, and Elden Ring. Game direction, I say Rebirth slightly. But honestly, I don't think anybody would be mad at any of these three will win, because I don't even think anybody will count Astrobot, Beltro, or Metaphor for anything, honestly. Up against these three juggernauts, I would go with Rebirth personally, but honestly, if Black Myth Wukong or Elden Ring won, like, I honestly would not be surprised. It's like, yeah, they're pretty darn good. Now, game of the year. They kind of skipped best shooter, period. There's no shooter as a category this year because you wasted time. Who cares about, honestly, who cares about the best esports team or, like that kind of stuff? I mean, no shade on those people who obviously work hard at this kind of things, but I say they kind of wasting space, honestly. In my honest opinion, is not many people follow all that stuff. But game of the year, once again, it comes down to Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, or FF Rebirth. Honestly, if any of these three win, I would not. It's one of those rare cases that I honestly would not, or at least the general masses would not be all too broken up about, because these three are juggernauts this year. I would have gone personally with Rebirth, even over Black Myth Wukong, because these two are like my favorite ones that I played this year. I'm not an Elden Ring player, but I'm familiar with it. But Because I would not be shocked that they lean towards Elden Ring for Game of the Year. Would not be too shocked by that. But in terms of what I personally think, I'd say Rebirth should win Game of the Year, personally. But I would not be shocked where they lean towards Elden Ring. But that's pretty much it for my predictions of for the categories for 2020, the 2024 Game Awards. But I'm curious to know which one of these do you think will win Game of the Year. You can leave a comment below. Let me know what are your overall thoughts. Now, I'll give myself like a few minutes because I want to get back to playing some Ace Attorney. Now that I'm done with my complete walkthrough of Black Myth Wukong, I can get back to that and play that and focus on finishing up the episodes. But let me know what you guys think of which category should win game and which one you personally feel should win and which one you actually think will win. I think that's how we should move forward when dealing with these kind of award shows moving forward. But anyway, I will see you guys later on. Take care. Have a good night. Oh, I will be live streaming the Game Awards on December 12th. So luckily, I don't have to work that day. So I will be live streaming. Of course, I have to mute certain audio because certain copyright songs they might be using. But I will be live streaming. Didn't do it last year, but I'll be live streaming the Game Awards on the channel. So look forward to that. So I will see y'all soon. Take care.